Well, you're most welcome to Gmodism. And we're here, and we're gonna do an adventure run. I will say like this, Plasma has been dropping in here, and Plasma is pretty cool, so we're going to try and do adventure mode with basically Plasma only. And this is gonna be a real long video. I'm going to play this game today, and we're gonna see how far we are getting with this, basically, if we can get through with only Plasma. So basically, I was a little bit inspired by, so you probably know Lathrix. He's done some From the Depth videos that's like 2 hours long, where he just tries to survive for adventure mode for very long. So I thought the idea was pretty cool, so I thought that let's try that with Plasma. So let's go. Alright, there we go. AOGX Plasma. This is gonna be highly interesting. When we just drop down here, we drop down to this little boat here. I didn't remember how large it was. How much material? Zone has some material, that's something. Guess we can add a few more of them. Well, I'm just going to try and see if I can get together a good couple of materials. And I realized I learned a lot from a lot of the earlier videos. So I do understand that we will need to have more efficient energy generation than what I usually have done in adventure mode. I realize we need to rely some pretty much with the RTGs and stuff like that. So we're gonna see how much materials we can gather from here and see what our first boat can be. Because as you might understand, we need, like, Plasma is really expensive. Plasma is really expensive, and if we're only gonna use Plasma, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Because of some earlier total fails, I think we're gonna spread out the materials we have in containers like this, and we can do a larger structure in the future. But we're gonna really save with costs here. I'm basically going to make like a pretty simple platform. Since we're using Plasma, I'm also thinking that we really need to keep our costs pretty low. And also the weight, because we will need to build a flying vehicle of the simple reason that, well, Plasma doesn't work underwater anyways, so we better be out of the water, because any submarine coming our way, yeah, we're not gonna deal with that. I'm really trying hard. I'm trying so hard to do this really whatever builds with, like, not thinking too much about the aesthetics, just making it kind of have a working system as fast as possible, because I know if I haven't solved this AI and stuff until they come, I'll have some troubles. We're gonna have a wireless snooper as some basic detection. No, not connected. Isn't this? Oh, that's a card slot. I see. Here we go. Wireless snooper. Very nice. Our first basic detection setup. Laser range finder and 360 camera. How does it look now again? There we have it. Combo. Classic. We're just gonna hope we're not getting EMP'd for now. We probably need to solve that later, but now we have an AI. I do think we are going to build our first Plasma turret too. I think we're doing a tiny one here with a magnetic stabilizer, so it works at long range. Let's see if we have the opportunity to install some heat sinks, so let's do that to save some costs. We seem to have an enemy coming here. Interesting. What do we have? That's a tiny thing. Oh no! We're using up all our engine power, that's not so good. I think we need like 3 big RTGs at least to power this can. Yeah. And there the old platform goes. Woo! Okay, now we just need propulsion and some way to stay in the air. Let's see here. Here we have the block systems, RPR roll pitch altitude control. Yes, that's something we're gonna load, so we can paste this in here and have a simple life. Isn't that quite beautiful? By the way, and now I will say this, thanks a lot to all our commissioned officers in the army of Gmodism. You have access to every prefab and each sub-object. A lot of my stuff is available on my Steam page. If you want to check that out, you can download it. But for the commissioned officers, you have access to everything, because I want to be very thankful that you support me each month. And most notably, we have Admiral Super Dave, and new for yesterday, Admiral Scooby Rocks, who indeed was promoted from Commodore. And then we have Captain Y, Lieutenant Asteria, C2, Gravy, Parbagri, Tyler Ross, and Vincent Veritas. Thanks a lot for your continuous support. And also thanks to all the cadets. Math. Okay, set point. 50 times 1.2. That's 60. 50 times 1.3. 65. Okay. 50 times 1.4. Is it 1.4? Yes, there we can reach 70. Did you see I write AOG Invictus on my calculator? I think it helps a lot in gaining results. I have no idea what's happening here. Oh, I forgot to set up the AI routine. I think it might be that. And the altitude, so we're gonna just do circle with the altitude here. I think we can ignore that. And we're gonna set this to ship or tank. Ideal pitch angle will be 0, but this will be actually useless because we already set up that using our... but it can be good in case our PIDs get destroyed. It can be good to have a backup stuff here. So if everything goes to blows up into smithereens, I always like to blame one of my patrons for this. Let's see here. So, Lieutenant Vincent Veritas is well, it's our lieutenant's fault if everything blows up. And also, if everything goes really well, it's because of his splendid command over this vessel. Isn't that quite nice? But I think I'll need to set these up manually. They just won't, like the manual stuff just won't work, man. We are indeed airborne. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe it's time to get in here a fire computer. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna leave the control up to the AI when we're close to stuff, but when we're far away, we can probably control it ourselves. And the really cool thing, I got the instant tutorial about this if you want to check that out, but the really cool thing with having stuff with PIDs is that if we do that, we can kind of ignore that when we're taking over control ourselves, like the roll and stuff won't mess up because our PIDs are still going to control it. And when we try to maneuver it, it's gonna be overridden, but it also gonna keep some of the controls, so that means that like it's hard to mess up too badly. Really cool. All right. Oh no. Oh, look at that. We're actually hitting stuff here. Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot this turret here. Look at that. Wow. Come on. Oh, yes. Shoot the missile thing. Oh. Come on. Oh, yes. Okay, I think it's effectively disabled, right? I wonder where its AI is. Is it in here somewhere? Who knows? Well, we basically won this battle. One big deal is, however, that we already decided that the color of the AOG plasma is cyan. So, teal color, there we go. Well, here we are, flying towards the future. Our plasma gun seems to be working pretty well. I'm pretty happy with plasma. I think it's gonna go pretty well having only plasma as weapons. We haven't really been shot at yet, which is, I suppose, nice, but yeah, we're gonna see what happens, basically. I think it's pretty cool. We're going with ions for a bit here, I guess. I guess we'll have to add some jets later, but the sound of the jet are so horrible. Holy crap! Abort, abort. Oh man! No! No! We have mortars incoming! Holy cow, we need ah! This is wait, can't I? Where am I? Alright. No! Can I like shoot at them? Otherwise, it would be nice. No! Yeah, this ain't great, is it? Come on. We have some tracking offline here. Okay. If we can shoot at this area here. We have so little engine power left. We'll see how this goes. Well, we're casually regenerating a little bit here subsurface. You're not working underwater. You'll need to be very turned off. Sorry, but there we go. Admittedly, it's not going exactly great right now. We're really trying to see if we can roll this thing so that I can get my guns in order. But we have a little bit too little roll power. So we're gonna see if we're getting out of this little issue, because we're having a tiny bit too little materials to actually deal with the situation in a good way. And now we're also having aircrafts coming in here, so it's not looking too great. Oh my god, I had my magnet boots not engaged, so I was constantly falling off. It was a really bad moment. Almost died several times, by the way. Well, I guess we're doing this for a few hours. Back to machine gun mode. Which is technically cheating, so that's not very good. Because they didn't add a plasma handgun yet, did they? No, they didn't. Okay, I got a new plan. I think we need to do it like this. I'll need to turn off auto repair mode. We're going to water. I'm gonna remove a couple of batteries. And with this, I'm going to add sails. And with the sails, I hope I'll be able to spawn, or no, go somewhere so that we can kinda save ourselves. And we need a rudder. There we go. Let's see here if we can... No! You shot off my sail rig. God damn it. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. You're like, stop shooting at my sail rig. I replaced it like 3 times now. Okay, there we go. And I don't have... Oh no! God damn it, I think we're so screwed. We're officially very dead. We can't recover from this. It's impossible. Since it was so early in our play, I think it wasn't really about us being really... I think the biggest problem is probably that our gun is a little too big, take too much power, and we need some better armor. And yeah, so I loaded it from this point. So I'm going to fix it up like we had it last time, and I think that will be fine. All right. So we're back. This is, oh, you know what, where you say progress. So we saved the progress. This is our build. It's kind of the same as before, but hopefully stuff will not break as easily this time. But that's just my hopes, so we'll see about that. What's happening here? Oh, it's just trying to shoot at us. Well, whatever. Well, here we are. I suppose we... That's what I'm talking about. Well, it seems our enemy has gone down. Very beautiful. We have a new one too. We seem to have a new foe going on here. Let's see here. Ooh, it's shooting cramps and stuff. That's probably a weapon I would have used rather. Plasma is pretty cool too, by the way. It's just, you know, you find your systems, you're getting used to them and stuff like that. Can we, like, maybe disable this computer here, please? Come on. Oh, thank you. Very nice. I think I'll just realize something here. As for our plasma cannon, right now we're facing a lot of weak ships. I think we would be better if we have a magnetic destabilizer. What are we doing now? Oh my god. Since we're shooting at kind of wood, we might as well use the destabilizer. Oh my god, what are... We have some problems with maneuverability, that's for sure. I'm not even certain why it drops down like that sometimes. It should not... I'll need to check my AI. When checking those settings, apparently we won that battle. I think the nose is dipping down a little bit, so perhaps we can just have some more in the... Here we can have some pitch up. Should probably help us not fall off. And I suspect we need a smoother roll maneuver. That's probably a little bit why it's not... Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh my god. Dear, let's see her. Okay. Panic. Panic mood engaged. Holy crap. That thing looks dangerous. Stop it. No. No. Get off. Get off me. No. Where is... Oh my god. Okay. What the hell's that? I don't want to know. Never mind. I don't want to know. Alright, alright, alright. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Get off. Oh god, what is that sound? Oh no. Why is something laughing maniacally in the background? This is really worrying. Alright. Did we die? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see here. So we have... Oh, it's down there. Oh no. So we have no materials. I think that was a rammer. I didn't quite expect those sound effects either. Oh my god. Do I have... I have my magnet boots on. Right. God, I shouldn't be standing kind of there. So this was a scare. I think we're going to do like this. We're going to... Aren't you gonna, like, dial... Oh, look, this is mine. Well, that's nice. So I think we're gonna do like this. We're gonna engage resource gathering instead. And I think that means this thing will be going to... we'll go and mine a bit. If I set this to auto, it will do that anyways, right? I think it will. We're going in for mining. Let's see here. They're getting activated. And there we are. We're collecting resources. Isn't that quite nice? I'm thinking like this. While it's mining here, I'm going to try and fill up some exteriors with one layer of alloy. So we can basically have a tiny bit of sheet metal armoring in the hopes of this single layer of alloy being able to stop the worst of the damage that is indeed incoming. Alright, we're standing here and mining. We're having this little issue where the batteries get out of charge and we get lower engine power. I added this AMS system here just to try and shoot down the incoming missiles. So we're desperately trying to mine a little bit here, but I think this zone... Oh, it actually has 1,000 materials. Oh well, that's nice. So we're desperately standing and mining a little bit here whenever we have power for it. Other than that, I think we're trying to shoot this thing down. Come on. It's so weird when you unlock on stuff like that, you kind of get out of the tune. Okay, oh, let's see here. Come on. So we need to lock on it here. And the more we shoot, the less engine power we have, but we really need to shoot down this thing here. We have some materials, we can add more RTGs too. That's probably what we need to do. Oh man, we have a new enemy coming here. This is kind of bad. We're kind of upside down too. That's kind of also very bad. Oh no, don't tell me we put ourselves into trouble here again. Alright. We're gonna need to go backwards into the zone. Man. Well, we're back to this stage, it seems. Oh no. The explosions. That's not really good. Man, too much light. Yeah, so it really seems like we can't chill for like 1 second. We really need to keep... I'm obviously not very good at adventure mode since, well, you've been with me for the 2 seasons of adventure modes recently. Holy crap. We need a Hearthstone. Okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Okay, we need to hide here. Let's see here. Ooh, defense. Decorations, is it? No, it's an... wherever is it? I don't remember where Hearthstones are. It's in these moments. I don't know anything. There it is. We have a Hearthstone. We need to remove some shit in order to place it. Come on. Oh. You know what? I think we're trying another strategy. I think I'm honestly gonna rebuild this thing having no guns, and I'm just gonna have a mining barge and go around and mine stuff. So yes, I loaded this back again because we didn't come very far, did we? And if you feel like you disagree about that tactic, well, you could tell me in the comments and we'll just restart the entire run from the beginning next time. We didn't play for so long, like less than an hour before we died there, so yeah, I mean... I think it might be not fun to continue when you die like later in, but when it's your upstarting processes, it can be a little bit tedious to restart each and every time, because the beginning is pretty grindy, I feel like. But that's just me. Look at that! Making it streamlined, we are now getting higher speeds. Right, so we are panic mining here. I think we're going to try... We refitted this into alloy, maybe it will survive a little bit better. It will be just tiny bit lighter. What I've been doing basically is I have been going between different points of... Oh lord, there we have an enemy. We have been going between different points of collecting materials. Okay, this ain't great. So I did kind of miss that we had this one here. But I think, oh yes, okay, we can deal with that one, that's good, alright. Now we have something else shooting crams at us, that's not too good. So we've been hopping around between these different areas. 300 materials extra. 55 per second this is growing. So we're a little bit checking how fast is this growing. 55, okay, this is also 55, right. So we're basically going between the points and collecting more materials. So we're again having hard issues to survive here. only because the AI is prioritizing things very interestingly. So it dips down and crashes every time we get too little energy. I'm going to see if I can try and fix this with some energy, like a power priority. But the issue is generally that we just have too little power. So that's like the main issue. But when I leave over control to the AI, it just catastrophically fails and crashes into the water. So I'm just trying to survive here a little bit and gather some materials myself, and hopefully we can upgrade this thing. Oh my god, we're here again. We're here with this again. So we are desperately trying to survive the clutches of the enemies. We kind of got shot down again, so we're having... Oh no, am I still? Okay, I'm still. We had the same issues as before, where we just die, which is, you know, that kind of happens all the time, it feels like. This is kind of why I kind of like to have water vehicles, but apparently we're doing a hover ship this time. And since it's so hard to survive this darn thing, we're kind of not doing a very good job at surviving for so long, so we can actually gather together enough materials to build this large man. This, oh god. And now we're almost dying too, so that's fantastic. And that's basically what we're doing all the time here. We should probably stream this. It's probably... Man, we're just gonna get shot by a sabot shell, aren't we? My god. Right, so we have somehow survived from there and started to continue gathering materials. We're trying to leave the enemies behind. And you can see here, I'm mainly staying in strategy view. So we're just sucking up the materials here. And when we've done that, we can basically go to the next one. So we get kind of 1,000 per one we go by. So it's pretty grindy, as said, but I'm thinking if we can get together some materials here, we should really be able to spawn some serious business turrets. We can get some bulk up, because as we all know, bulk is your only armor that is worth anything, at least. Kind of like that. Well, the gathering of materials is continuing. You can see I've set up this little movement here, and when we get bombarded by too many foes, I'll move on to the next area. So as for now, we have a 100k ship. We got some we're getting in some more materials here. We'll see how long it takes to gather this up. Now this area did disappear. Oh, look there, we have low health. That's super. We can collect them when they die. We have some auxiliary mini weapons just to help us out a little bit here, surviving them set to very close range if we have some suicide planes coming in our way. So yeah, they'll get some taste of... We have anti-missile missiles too. I really want to have plasma sieves actually, because it feels like we're doing the wrong thing by not having plasma. So I think we're going to move over to plasma sieves only as well, because I feel like I want this to be plasma, you know, everything plasma. But at this cost, I just need a little sieves turret with missiles to kind of not die from these missiles. Before I added it, it was just horrible. We died all the time. So yeah, I guess I hope that's acceptable. The damage weapons will of course only be plasma, but probably the sieves weapons too. We're just gonna collect some materials to get something more than a flying starting raft, basically. I don't know if a starting raft of 100k, yeah, that's because we have like a ship full of RTGs. We have spent all of materials on RTGs and we have like 0 amounts of like armor and stuff. So yeah, we'll lose a lot of health if we get into trouble. I tried to engage some enemies before, but it really wasn't worth it. It was so scary. Yeah. I think I've realized something. So if I keep this at a higher altitude, I think we can mine a little bit more efficiently. I couldn't really set it to... I need to use another setting because this one goes up to 500, but we accidentally gotten into space, so I guess we're staying here and mining for a tiny bit. Perhaps that's a smart strategy to not get killed very fast, because I almost died again, but it was the same thing as last time. We got shot down in the water, and yeah, trying to get up. So, the thing that usually happens when I'm in adventure mode, I get stuck in building hell. And there's exactly where I am. You can see it's already darker outside. It's been like several hours. It's insane. So here you can see I have started to make the foundations of my plasma ship. This is right now a spaceship because I don't want to be disturbed by the other people. No, the AIs. Brains in boxes, as you all know. That Easter egg. But in any case, we're just staying here kind of... Oh my god, we're having missiles incoming. Yeah, so we're having small problems like that, but we're really trying to stay in space here. And you can see I got my harvesters out here. So I'm just building this box here above this box, and when we're done with this box, we're gonna disconnect this type of box. We're just gonna make sure they don't accidentally disconnect because we're taking damage. But anyways, you can see we're getting some materials. We already have a ship that's a cost of almost like more than 250,000. So yeah, and I decided this thing here. I'm gonna stay in this pink box all the time because I always die when I try to do some hand action. It's just so stupid. So I'm just gonna stay in this box and not move. And doing that, I hope that we'll have a much more successful adventure mode run this time. We're building a serious spaceship here. So we have plasma turrets, we have the Primus plasma in the ends here. And they're of course providing some civs as well as our initial damage. The catches, they cost 50,000 each, so that's a lot. Here we got this little beautiful thing. We have a front-facing cannon. Which I think is kind of will be more of a charge gun. I added some charges here so it can charge up pretty quickly and just unload, I suppose. So yeah, that's a basic. It's kind of open like this. It turned out a lot bigger than I anticipated or kind of hoped for, and we still haven't moved really in the difficulty. So I mean, I don't know, is this a success? It seems to be going so good so far, but we're basically just space mining at this point and building in creative mode. Alright, I think I'm finally ready to put this thing down to the ground. And I guess we are just hanged out here just because we were in space for so long. I hope that it will be easy to kind of get down here. I'm thinking like this, we're going to have a constant drive downwards, and we should be able to drop the altitude pretty quickly like this. Spread to neighbors. Here we go. We're dropping down slowly but surely. So hopefully everything will be like stable when we drop down here. We should be at a altitude of 700 meters or something like that. So I have some custom jet engines to deal with that. Hopefully they will not need too many materials per second, but I wanted many of them. One part because I wanted some energy generation. As you might understand, they are also, I don't know if they're really efficient like that, but they produce some energy per second, which we need for all the batteries and all that stuff. Oh crap, we're actually dropping down a little bit too far. Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so I just guess we're gonna drop down here. Right, so this fake set point, I don't know if it does anything. I guess we're gonna set it to, let's see, 500 meters is the maximum we can do with these. I don't know if that's gonna be like the thing. Who knows? So let's say 500 meters. Maybe like 50 times 3, 150. 200 meters might be nice. Propulsion vertical. Okay, there we go. So I do believe we are able to disconnect this bottom part here now. Alright. There it goes. So now all the controls should be able to this thing here, which is hover movement. And the question is this, does this altitude override? Maybe we'll need to set this to like 200. This might be so that, oh, the priority is 500. So is the priority is for that. The priority from the PID. Let's see what priority it has. Right. Does it even have priority? I thought this kind of override the decision, whatever it meant. So I was a little bit surprised it didn't like override these values. Well, here we go. Wait. I think we accidentally... Alright. What difficulty are we at? Difficulty 15. I think we should be equipped for 15. Alright, we accidentally went into Blue Gate, so that's pretty interesting. Well, our behavior is still resource gathering. That's something that we definitely have to deal with. So I guess we're going to have attack run with U-turn. And making sure it doesn't try to roll. Pitch to target. We're not gonna pitch to target. Break off distance. Probably a little bit higher. Yeah, combat altitude 200. Sounds pretty good because we have a front charge can, which we would want to use, I suppose. Would be pretty cool. Here we have the hover movement. Well, I think that should be it. We definitely need to put in here. So, Lieutenant Vincent Veritas has made us survive for a long time, but also had some troubles in the beginning here. I think Lieutenant Tyler Russ will take the next shift here. So, there we have it. Beautiful. It's aptly named the Plasmer. Yeah, I suppose since it's very safe here and we have 30k on our hands, I'll just fix it up a little bit before going to the Reds. Alright, so here we are. We're trying to get into the portal. Now, I tried the Fortress controller, but I didn't find a controller that was quite right to kind of get into portals and stuff. Like, come on, this is so impossible. Yeah. So it's like really hard. We're trying to control pitch, but we're fighting against our altitude control. And since we can't set the altitude... Oh, I was holding the wrong buttons. But we can't set the altitude manually, so it's a little bit annoying like this, to say the least. Try number 2. Come on. Oh, yes. All right. Oh, no. Now we'll see how this goes. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? No materials. So we had 30,000. I guess we added some shit we didn't need, I suppose. I actually think I'm gonna go in here and remove some chargers. symmetrically, of course. There we go. 14,000. That's plasma for you. Really expensive. Alright. We're just turning on automatic mode. I suppose we should have an adventure bell somewhere. Since now we're like actually into getting ready here. Actually having a prepped vehicle and stuff. Right. So I don't know what the difficulty will be really, but I guess we'll see about that. Ew. I also suppose we don't need to see resource view anymore. There we have a flying thing. Right. We're having civs cannons. Whoops. Right. Interesting. Yeah, well, that's pretty efficient though. That works. But after all, we are a 500k vehicle apparently. That has so slow forwards propulsion, it's not even funny. Look at that. Most likely we can actually increase the difficulty many times over. Or like this run has been a mining run, I feel like. We've just been doing so much darn stuff when it comes to amounting materials in terms of mining from space. My hair looks black now. You see, I've been sitting here a while. Alright. Because as you understand, this is a single day long run of doing this. Now, one thing I do want to go to, let's go into my prefab here. Because I want to make sure that our main AI's target prioritization is set up in a good way. And it's so hard to see whatever is which now. After the AI update, it's so impossible to see where your darn... where they are. There it is. So I'm not happy about those. They look sleek and all, yeah, but... meh. Try to target blocks over water. Alright, that's good. And here is our auxiliary one. That's gonna be target blocks above water 2. Great. So we're just taking ant steps towards him. It's gonna be really interesting though to see if we're knocking him down. Oh, it's this thing. That's a really cool boat. I like this one. Says I, while destroying it. Well, that's some more welcome materials. I think it's feeling a little bit sad. Oh, now we have a fast thing incoming here. That we should actually deal with pretty well. We're not having any smoke on ourselves right now though, so that is an issue. Man, these guns just eat power. It's not even funny. Damn. It's not even funny. I think I'll need some auxiliary detection, to be honest. Oh lords. Wait, what's it? Flash? Tracking flash. Oh, it's called flash. Alright. I think we're doing pretty well. We're not hitting very often. And our poor... Oh, we're trying to shoot those missiles. That's actually probably not a bad idea. Having this combined plasma sieves is probably not that bad. The only issue is that we don't really have any other types of firepower. We only have those as main guns right now. But since we're airborne, we can't really afford to get knocked down either, so there is that. Now we can see it. Now we have to... Oh no! Why don't we detect the missiles? That's not too good. Because I wonder, these plasma cannons, energy used for cooling, we use a lot for cooling. Yeah, well, we have max acceleration too, so... Ah, there's that. Well, well, well. It's getting dark outside, but not in from the depth. And we're trying to target some more enemies. We've sent them in, so to kind of... We need to survive, you see. We are having issues with it taking a little bit of power to holding this big, humongous thing in the air anyways. It's not that expensive. I tried to make it decently efficient, but, you know, it's a little bit... It's a big build. Say it that. It's a big build. I want another 100,000 materials because I want to double these turrets here. So these plasmas, I want more of them. More of them. We're just gonna switch the channel on the front turrets. Because if we do that, they will shoot at hot blocks, which is nice when we check the AI. Haha! This is where they excel. They have only 20 AP since we're using the what are they called? Let's see here. Destabilizer, now I remember. They were called a destabilizer. We're using the destabilizer, so they have 20 AP, but you can see they're just shredding everything that's... Well, they have a lot of damage too, so there is that. We're not keeping up our energy production though. We'll need more energy. We also get less engine power when we have two little batteries. So question is... I think I'll want to add some more RTGs actually. We added more RTGs here, but even more RTGs. And then I'll actually probably need to make a dedicated, you know, steam generator instead. Well, we're picking up ships. And almost, let's see here. Now we should reach 100,000. There we go. Isn't this pretty nice? 2 new plasma turrets, and I have no idea how we're supposed to keep the energy for these. Anyways, supposedly we should invest in some steam energy generation, most likely. Alright, let's see here. I popped down one of my prefabs here. It's probably fine enough. It just sounds like the plasma sounds crazy. It really does. And it's like 10 materials per second. But this should be decently efficient, this setup. Ooh, this one looked pretty scary. What is this? Is it a missile shooter? Well, there it goes. This difficulty isn't actually too easy. I think this is probably a level we should stay for on a while until we can gather some more materials. Because this is Yeah, if we get damaged, this is gonna be sketchy. Oh man, I'm so happy this thing doesn't get to us. This looks really dangerous. We just don't have the firepower to deal with this. So yeah, it can stay down there and we stay up here. Doesn't this look quite beautiful? The sunset with our beautiful boat. Well, I don't know if warp difficulty 20 is hard, but it feels hard. But maybe that's thanks to the beginning of this run, where we just were grinding and space mining and all that. Just building here a little bit in the casual gunfire. It's this is what we're doing now. So I'm just boxing in this, and I'm retaining some of the iron thrusters because I'm like, what if we get in space and lose control? Or what if we get down in the water? We want some basic abilities to move around at least. I'm trying to close off these areas here a little bit, and we can open up stuff if we need to later. But what I'm basically thinking is that we need to make sure that we can use some helium pumps so that when we're not damaged, we can have a passive kind of buoyancy a little bit, so we'll use less power. God damn it, how much the light is shining right now. I have the light values on normal, this is horrible. Finally time to restore the plasma pumps in here. Oh my god, we have another one of these. Isn't that quite nice? Which means we need to go towards him and fill it with some plasma. There we go. Just a little bit closer. Oh, and we can even stop inside of here. We probably shouldn't stop, by the way. If we do that, we might get into all sorts of troubles. Here you can see it's getting pretty shredded. Wooden targets. Look at that. Low health. Well, we're just grinding and battling on. We can spawn a couple of enemies just all around us. We got the 4 guns. They sometimes they kind of shoot themselves in the back. That's not really optimal. But I also want them to shoot at the enemies, so I guess we'll just have to live with that. Got the flak explosions near us is a little bit like scary. And then we have the front gun, but now we are completely now we are defense and offensive 100% plasma, so it feels good. We are going to continue like that. We of course added the glorious flag of the army of Gmodism right here, so that's great. Now I don't know what's happening in terms of epic music. That's scary, it can't be. Come on. We should just... One thing is that we should get into automatic combat mode. That would help. So while our machine gun combined civ systems are flying around here, you know what? I think I may have Bloom. Oh, there it was. Oh, it doesn't get reset with a normal setting for stuff. But it's pretty cool when we have 4 turrets like this. They can really just continue to bombard automatic fire with plasma. So that feels pretty neat. Oh lord. I don't like the look of this. Let's pause and see what's... Are these tiny armor-piercing high-explosive shells? I don't think they're gonna be very dangerous, are they? Huh. Kinda... doubt that. Alright. Oh, we have a tiny plane at the side. See, isn't that pretty beautiful? So easy to take out with our plasmas. Our power-hungry plasmas. We are... I don't know how many materials of RTGs we have. I think we probably need 1 million of RTGs to be able to sustain this lifestyle if we want to stop picking up materials from these areas too. Yeah, 70,000. I'm starting to think we can probably play around with adding another turret. Whew. We might need to add more batteries too. So this thing, it's producing a lot of battery energy. It really is. But not quite enough, is it? We need more energy. We need more energy, or at least more storage. But because the RTGs are free energy, I am thinking we can probably add a couple of more RTGs. I've hid some in here. But if we add a couple of more RTGs and some more storage in combination, I think that could be a decent enough. Now we haven't seen that much EMP, so it's a little bit risky having him here without any protection. But yeah. We can't EMP insulate everything here. It's too bulky anyways. There we go. We can stick on a little electric engine too. Not that we're gonna need that engine power, but if we do, we have it. Alright. Damn, these sound so much. We can't lock on the plasma projectiles either. It's like they're just living their life there. They're like you can't lock onto them unless you fire them yourself. Can we like shoot at this particular area? This gun in particular? There we go. Okay, now you can take over. I don't know if I did some damage to myself there. We're at 100% though, so I'm happy. We removed some of the harvesters and added more just turning capabilities. I thought that was, you know, probably wise. I'm also thinking we're gonna double this thing here. Oops. Having some more maneuverability doesn't hurt. Like that. And we're gonna copy this and paste this. And that's pitcher and pusher, so it's gonna be the same for this one. There we go. So now we're a little bit more, should be a little bit more maneuverable too, if we need to pitch and roll. I think we are having not the best pitch and roll in the back here. So we're going to add that. It's pitcher and pusher. Can't believe that copy and paste isn't mirrored yet. That feels just wrong. Yeah, probably very nice. Oh my lord, we are having a laser incoming here, so... Is this laser... Is this deployed or something? Come on. I hope it's detecting. This is scary. Okay. Come on. Lace him, damn it. Didn't lace that deep. Woohoo! But we don't have any laser protection in the back. I don't think so. Alright, alright, alright.
Receiving.
2% down. That's not good. This thing is 8% down. That was actually a little bit scary. 140,000 materials. And that was a little bit more expensive than I thought stuff would be at this level. Come on now. Just laze them. No, not laze. I mean plasmas. It's just that they feel like Star Wars lasers. Okay, okay. Like specifically aim at this. Thank you. And this. Can you like target the right area? Okay, we're really trying to... Oh no. Do we have a problem? I'm still in the area. Okay, good. Do we have detection turrets? We do have detection turrets. Oh, this detection turret is a little bit sad though. Where is the auxiliary detection on the wings? Is it both shot off? Oh my god. I'm not even certain how we are seeing very well. Okay. Why am I not firing? Okay, now we are. Fire at that laser. Oh no. There we go. Finally, okay. Let this Zivs take out the missiles incoming. Whew, that was a little bit scary. That was actually a tiny bit close. 40,000. Whew. So, laser, we're not really prepared against laser. I must admit that laser might be our doom. I think we need to solve that with just more firepower, most likely. Because these Civs cannons we are having right now, they're not bad in any way. They're just adapted to shoot down incoming shells rather, and like DVG stuff, deep water guard stuff. So yeah, it's not optimal in any capacity. It knocked off 5%. I'm not too happy about that. Oh look, it's the Claymore. Come on. I'm taking manual control. Alright, there we go. Come on. And hopefully the... I think the failsafe doesn't work. We're probably dealing damage to ourselves too. It's too bad. Too bad. I don't remember. I should really remember from the bomb trials where the AI is on this thing. But I think it's down in the guts somewhere. I don't quite remember. Oh, it's probably this box. Most likely. There we go. Disabled. Very nice. Well, I was thinking we need a new gun. The Belenus I want to stick on this thing eventually. But this turret is, well, should we say expensive? It's like 200k. We got the Dominus plasma shotgun system. It rolls in at 80,000 materials, so it's not cheap. But I'm thinking we should be able to stick one here eventually, maybe. Maybe even... Probably, we actually... I wanted to make it stick up the other way, actually. But this is probably the... but then I need to move thrusters and stuff. I don't know if I want to do that. And detection might be blocked. We're gonna have that problem eventually anyways, but I think this one is gonna be upwards here or something. This ship is starting to become small. It feels like it's starting to become small. I probably need to investigate if we can get some heavy armor on this thing at the outside, so we can get some better coating. It might actually be worth it. Or just adding a thin coat of heavy armor in the front here. There we go. To stop the next laser from dealing too much problems to us. And we're doing this mid-battle because when else would you do that? exactly. You never know. We might suddenly just die too, so I mean, we never know if we should just add more reinforcements and better options ASAP. I wonder if our pitchers are gonna be really sad, like our pitching thrusters. No? They seem to be doing A-okay. Well, that's nice. There we have it. Some protection on some stuff. So the... yeah. So they are a little bit protected at least. But anyways, it seems to be going pretty fine by now. So yeah, this has already been a very long recording. We're going to close off this little adventure right here. So we have survived until now. We're only in difficulty 20. I think that's very little. I think we were close to 100 when we died in the last series. But we've also been sitting only today. This recording has been basically this day. It took a lot longer time than I would have expected. I must confess, that is very true. This took a lot of time. I don't know. Maybe I played it too safe with mining, space mining and stuff to get together and build a nice ship. But it always feels like I want to build something decent after a while because I die too many times almost. Or am about to die like 3 times the times I died. So now, of course, if we die at this stage, we'll just abandon it. It will be a dead project. It was just in the start I wanted that, but do please tell your opinions about that. What do you think about that? If we should have restarted in early game, even though we grinded ourselves through that. I don't know. But in any case, this is where we are at right now. We have a ship, 749k. We have a firepower of 424. It's not 400. Yeah, we don't have that much firepower. It's 424. So yeah, armor cost is 4%. Are you kidding me? Armor cost is 4%. We officially have a glass cannon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we have silly amounts of RTGs in this thing because I want to be run efficient. Last time we just had Steam eating up so much materials when we did it. And yeah, we had some expensive setups up here. Yeah, we still have really expensive setups, but we probably need more RTGs too. In any case, this is kind of very interesting indeed. So they are like generating energy for full. It's pretty crazy. I'm thinking like this. We're probably needing to like continue a little bit next time. No, that's wrong. Sorry. I just wanted to get out myself from the recording because I was thinking, do you want me to continue to make another episode with Plasma Adventures? Then you should definitely tell me so in the comments and I'll probably listen to you. But if you don't want to see that, it's okay. This is, I guess, high effort recording. I don't know. In any case, here we are. We're surviving. If you want to see this continue, say so in the comments, but this will be it for this time. We're still alive with only using plasma for our damage dealing and civs, and we're gonna continue doing that in next episode if that will be a thing. But of course, it will probably be 1 week at a minimum until next episode because I have some other stuff, the bomber trials I need to record. We have more Gimli battles popping up and stuff like that. So keep tuned for that. So I know there are 2 ships that are stronger than the Gimli, by the way, but None of them have you've seen. I do some batch recording sometimes, so I might record like 3 battles with the Gimli in a row, if you wondered that. So I know there are 2 ships that are stronger than the Gimli, and there will probably be more. So if you think the Gimli is winning every single battle it's put up against, it's a strong ship. I put all my years of knowledge into making it, of course, so it's better than the stuff I made before. But it's not invincible, and it has weaknesses. And I know some folks who are, have found some weaknesses too. But anyways, that will be coming up, so check that. And again, if you want to see more Plasma adventures, do tell me. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. This is your host, Gmodism, and I will just drop down here. This is... Here we are. I just will say here from a very sad looking green screen because it's so darn dark outside. See you next time. Thanks a lot for watching, and you're most welcome to the channel if you're new and just subscribed. In any case, bye bye.